Good afternoon. I'm Heather Bell, the Director of Membership for the Orange County Chamber of Commerce, and I'm excited for you to join us today as we host Meet the Member with our guest, Tiara Oliver, who is the founder and CEO of Eczesoothe. She has been a member of the Chamber of Commerce for the past year, and we're excited to have her joining us. With Tiara, we'll also be welcoming a special guest star as we get a little bit further into the program. So, hi, Tiara.
Hi, Heather. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm
Awesome.
doing better because I'm just putting a little bit of Eczesoothe on.
Oh, can you send me some
Yes.
too?
Look, I send you some.
All
And
right.
it really doesn't take a lot. And you could put it on lips, hands, skin, scalp.
I bet you it's really refreshing too, isn't it?
Yeah, I love it. I love the earthy smell too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's great to be with you today.
It is wonderful to be here with you. Tell our viewers, now that you've shown them, about Eczesoothe.
So Eczesoothe was formulated as a DBA, and it really is an alternative to topical steroidal treatments for eczema, psoriasis, things of that nature. And when I say an alternative, Eczesoothe itself is not a treatment. It's not FDA approved to be a treatment. It is to reduce rather the symptomatology associated, such as pruritus, which is itching, inflammation, which causes the skin to be irritated. So it's not a treatment, but it is a handcrafted solution.
Does it work for skin conditions like alopecia?
It's funny that you're saying that. We're going to get into that a little bit more with Dr. Kamath, but in and of itself, we can't make claims that it will treat or work for alopecia, but reducing symptoms, which inflammation is often associated with alopecia, of which there are different types. Tension alopecia is something that we can help to reduce the inflammatory portion of, but then you would also need to rid yourself of the tension. So that's a loaded question, but yes, it does help to reduce those symptoms.
I didn't mean to put you too much on the spot, but I remember the first time that we met and you were telling me about this fabulous product, and I immediately, the reduction of symptoms associated with stress, and I immediately went to a former coworker of mine who had like some kind of like balding spots in the back of his head, and it was alopecia. And as soon as I got home, immediately called him up and said, "You have to get this product." And I will tell you that it has helped him tremendously. So we can add that to your scorecard.
Yes, okay. Thank you for telling me that. That's awesome.
You're welcome. I waited.
Oh, you just filled my heart with joy.
Good. That's what this world should be all about. Hey, Sarah, tell me, what is your background? I mean, what made you passionate? What was the desire that drove you to Eczesoothe?
Well, I'm a family nurse practitioner by trade, and my daughter has eczema, and she has it on her face. She has the generalized fine rash appearance type. And I know, because I prescribe topical steroid treatments, that they do help. Western medicine has its place. But for me, I really wanted an alternative for my young daughter who has eczema everywhere, generalized, on her face included. I didn't want to be putting steroids on her face all the time. So I just was seeking him, and I said, well, what are some of the natural things that I can do to help reduce the itching, help reduce the inflammation, and help reduce the appearance of the fine rash? And I just started kind of mixing things together and researching based on the knowledge that I also had already being in the field, and formulated Eczesoothe.
Wow, what a great story. And I was so equally impressed the first time that we spoke, and what a fabulous entrepreneur you are, working full-time and taking care of your children and also trying to build this business. So kudos to you.
Thank you.
What makes this different than the other products that are on the market?
Well, And that's a great question, because there's a lot of the handcrafted industry is growing. So there are different products. I think what sets Eczesoothe apart is the background of myself. I have the Western medicine background, and I really use that to propel my research and looking for natural alternatives that would reduce the physiological and the pathophysiological components associated with things such as eczema. So that was really my aim when I made Eczesoothe. And I believe that that's something that I can say that sets it apart from other handcrafted solutions that I've seen on the market.
Wonderful, wonderful. I mean, I like it because it's made right here in Orange County. And, even before COVID, I was a huge proponent of supporting, our local businesses. And especially to be able to say proudly that products that we can find all over the world are made right here in Orange County is something that we're very proud of, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Joanna is going to add our special guest star to the broadcast. And I would like to introduce the doctor who has been performing clinical trials. Hello, Dr. Vasu.
Hello. Hello.
Kiara, would you like to introduce the doctor formally to our guest?
Yes, I would. I'm actually happy to introduce publicly for the first time our collaborative partner. We have a pending clinical trial. We really want to fortify not only the product with some claims about empirical studies, but really help to improve the. We don't have a lot of research in the Hudson Valley. We don't have rich research in the Hudson Valley, so we really want to improve that. So we have our collaborative partner, Dr. Vasu Kamath. We're just so happy to have him with us, and he's going to tell us more about the pending clinical trial.
Hello, Heather. Hello, Tara. It was nice meeting you all today. We, as a researcher, would like to give any product their necessary biological value. And with our collaboration with the Tara, with the Eczesoothe, what we would like to see is there any benefit which we actually can monitor? And as a scientist, what I look for is mitochondrial DNA copy numbers. So the mitochondria are very important cell organelles, and these cell organelles are involved in a lot of reactive oxygen species, inflammation, and other things. And there is a lot of reference material literature available which says that mitochondrial damage can, in fact, affect hair growth and hair loss. So, in our further clinical research, what we are going to see is whether there is going to be a change in the mitochondrial DNA copy number, which is going to be the target endpoint for any of our studies to understand whether there is going to be a change in mitochondrial DNA copy number with or without use of these products. Or we would like to also see another aspect to it is why there is a loss of hair among a certain population. Is there a change in mitochondrial DNA copy number, or if there is a quality of the DNA which is going to be affected? So all these aspects are going to be understood in our study, and I'm sure Tyra's product is going to be very helpful because it has a lot of antioxidant rich components, and anytime there are antioxidant rich components, they are going to help the mitochondrial population. So this is where we are going to understand how the product is going to help the humans biological understanding.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that. And it's amazing to know the research and data that goes behind creating the formula for things that we're putting on and into our body. So I really appreciate hearing about all of that research and knowing that you're standing behind a quality product is very, the integrity that goes into that. It's really good for the public to know that as well. And I also want to point out that not only is Eczesoothe made right here in Orange County, but clinical trials and the research data is being done by Toro College, who is also a member of the Orange County Chamber of Commerce. So I thank you. And thank you, Doctor. Will you stay with us in case we have any other questions?
Sure.
Okay. So Tiara, where can one purchase Eczesoothe? And, is it sold locally? Are you using e-commerce? What are some of the things that you want to share with the public so they know where they can find this fabulous product?
Yes, I am using e-commerce, eczesoothe.com. The site is currently in construction and will be up just shortly. We're also getting into nail salons. I have a call out for a pediatrician's office, so more to come on that. In the era of COVID, we're not doing as many vendor fairs, but that's another place that you can find Eczesoothe. And direct sales. Word of mouth has been growing a lot during these times, so that's another option as well. So we're happy to help, happy to deliver, and we're actually hoping for export soon. So more to come on that.
Wow. Oh, that's exciting. Oh,
Yeah.
wonderful. So let me ask you now, we met when I first came to the chamber back in January, and we had a great relationship, great rapport. I was very excited to help you with the product. How has being a member of the chamber, though, helped the product and help you, grow the network?
Well, you said it, grow the network. You've been definitely right there helping to push me along as far as getting people to know about Eczesoothe, to use the Orange County Chamber of Commerce and all of the resources that it affords, and networking. You've been there encouraging that. So I'm really thankful of that. Also, the accelerator, one of your members has been very paramount in just giving a jump start to small entrepreneurs who are looking to make their dreams come true. They offer affordable office spaces for you to manufacture your product, networking out of sight. You get informational resources as well. So I think with the two entities, it's just been a great start for me. And I'm just so happy to be a part of both of these fabulous Orange County Chamber of Commerce and the Accelerator. Thank you so much for that.
Well, thank you, and we're excited to help you grow. So we will continue to do so. As Tiara mentioned, there is a website, eczesoothe.com, and you can also find her on Facebook. Eczesoothe has its own page on Facebook as well. And Joanna is sharing that information below. Tiara, thank you for joining us today. Was there anything
you, Heather.
want to share?
I'm sorry?
Is there anything else you want to share?
No, I don't. Thank you for having me today.
Okay. See you soon.
See you soon. Bye.
Okay. And thank you to all of our members. We really appreciate the support that we've been able to give you and that you've given to the chamber, especially recently through COVID. But we want to also thank all of our corporate partners, our ambassadors, and our board of directors for their dedication and commitment to the mission of the chamber. You can check out our schedule of events. It's on our website. It's also on our Facebook page. We have 2 ribbon cuttings coming up this week. We have our virtual speed networking coming up and lots more, including our non-breakfast. So join us. Thank you so much. I'm Heather Bell, the Director of Membership. Reach out to me if you'd like to find out about membership.